Come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might.
This Lion fan base, Coach, they have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Detroit Lions. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set, lady. Okay, dog. Slam. 10. Hey, Charlie.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Pilot, 64, weak.
On 2nd and 9. Stafford, a throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Let's go, D.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you're facing intentional grounding call.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Yeah, this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3 and out on their opening drive. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Mike Daniels makes the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, here's Stafford. And this one complete to Will Fuller. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a carry for the big fella. This is Jameis Olawale. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Elliott. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Buying time to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Romeo Okwara. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Prescott. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Lady, big 20. Hey, red.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford, he'll get this one to Golladay. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Let's get it. He goes, set. 250. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch 59. Watch the slant.
On second down, Johnson. Yeah, he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Be ready. Mark 50.
They'll run with McKissick. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. J.D. McKissick, 28 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Prescott now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now Prescott caught by Cobb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll throw again. Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. And again, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. 10th carry now for Elliott. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 yards there, just like last play. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A dump off to Elliott. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott sliding out. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Blake Jarwin in the final seconds of the first half as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down. There you go. Go right in. There you go, 46. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Let's go. Do it. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Switch.
Now it's Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Once more, he was trying to get it to Kenny Galladay, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Hey, 54.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. It's complete to Fuller. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The carry now for McKisson. Still going. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 29.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Prescott, and he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. It's a give to Freeman running right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Blake Jarwin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Forbath, the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Hurry up, get set.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Easy, alert. Double right.
They will run it. It's McKissick. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here in this situation. They stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
They'll go again with McKissick. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward. Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line. Here we go. 56. Check 56. Switch.
On second down, Elliott. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down.
Here we go. Go ahead, Nate. I hope you got your left because I'm about to take you through.
Prescott from the gun. And an alley to run. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
The run by Elliott, a good one on first down as he's able to pick up about 6 there. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Back. We go 47.
Prescott from the gun on third. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. A 20th carry here for Elliott. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Elliott. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That good for 19 and a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Now Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And Forbath will put this one through, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.